Well, the Port of Tillamook Bay is hoping to get millions in federal funding to repair a huge hangar at the Tillamook Air Museum that was damaged during a rainstorm in December. Devin Haskins has been following this story since the storm. And Devin, that federal funding, it kind of comes with a catch.
Yeah, Tim, in order to fix the hole in the roof, the port needs millions of dollars. And in order to get FEMA funds, they'll need to match a quarter of the grant money first.
In mid-December, high winds tore a gaping hole in Hangar B that houses the Tillamook Air Museum. The damage spanning more than 160 feet, closing the hangar indefinitely.
We're surviving through it.
Michelle Bradley is the general manager for the port. Bradley says over the last 5 months, the port has been trying to figure out what needs fixed and how much it'll all cost.
So we've been constantly doing trying to get more and more information. We know that there's asbestos within the hanging piece that's off to the side. That continues to be a safety issue.
She says the cost to repair are around $5 million. And to help pay for that, the county has applied for FEMA funds.
We applied for over $7 million, which includes getting rid of the emergency immediate stuff that we did. With the cleanup, buying the fence, making it safe, all of the staff time and equipment time to do that was included in that.
But part of the grant comes with fine print. The port needs to match 25%. So let's say they were granted at least $7 million. That's almost $2 million they need to come up with. And it's money the port doesn't have.
Nope, absolutely not. And my board in the past has not felt that getting into debt for this is something. They don't want to put the entire industrial park and the airport at risk for any sort of financial constraints.
The hangar has been around since World War II and is the only publicly available hangar still standing. The nonprofit Friends of Tillamook Air Museum has been raising money to repair the damage ever since the storm.
It's been difficult, just trying to raise money. As you know, we're in a very small rural community. And it's not like being down in Silicon Valley where they raised millions of dollars to save the hangar there.
Dallas Adams is the nonprofit's president.
Once the damage was found, we did get an influx of about $30,000 that came in. That's kind of stopped, and we're trying to get more.
Ultimately, the matching funds need to come from the port, either through donations or from their budget. Bradley says even after repairs, other questions remain.
But I think the true question is, even if it's repaired, is the building habitable? And I think that's the main discussion that my board will take up at the next meeting.
That next board meeting is May 20th. Now, back in 2007, the port applied for FEMA funds after a different disaster and said it took over a year to get everything there finalized and approved. So still a lot of time left to go. Tim?
Yep, you'll keep following it. Thanks, Devin. Yeah, it's a really, Matt Sfino's here, a real piece of history there.
It's really cool to see those old drawings and renderings of that.
Huge.
It's really amazing. It's huge, yeah.